What's up, folks, and welcome back to Dyce Reacts, where we are staying in Poland tonight. We are going to be checking out Don't Come to Poland Without Knowing These 20 Things. Yes, this is part 1. Vermicide checks one out. We ain't going to waste no more time. We're just going to get right into it, folks. We're going to get right into it. Oh, yeah.
To Love My Poland. Hello and welcome to Love My Poland. You know, after my last video on things I miss and don't miss about living in Houston, Texas and moving to Poland, I was thrilled to see how many Americans commented on how great it would be to visit Poland one day. And I got at least a dozen direct questions asking me how to legally move to and work in Poland. As an American, these comments were invigorating to me, and I can't help but wonder if Poland is America's best friend in the European Union. If you ask me, it definitely is. And when we look at the world from the Polish perspective, there's no doubt that America is Poland's best friend. With that being said, with all my years' experience living here, there are so many things I wish I had known earlier that would have been kind of helpful to me to acclimate to the culture here faster. I wish I had had the chance to sit down with a person like myself who'd be able to kind of give me a crash course on some of the issues that would have saved me from looking ignorant, foolish, or misinformed. So in today's episode, I am going to share part 1 of my checklist of 20 aspects that, in my humble opinion, are must-knows before traveling or moving to Poland. Let's do part 1 right now. The first 10 are coming up. Off we go. Number 1, let's start with something that is still a problem for me. My Polish is not perfect by any means. I'd like to speak a lot better than I do. However, I can name about 5 English native speakers right now living in Poland who've been here maybe as long as I have, maybe longer, who can neither understand nor speak this language. It's mind-boggling to me. Polish is difficult. It's incredibly difficult.
Right.
But a basic conversational level is easy to reach with just a little bit of effort. Invest in some lessons early on. In my first 6 months, I did 5 hours a week one-on-one with a really nice male teacher. It helped tremendously. After that, I traded English and Polish lessons. I took a 1 hour time slot. I gave 30 minutes to my Polish student. The Polish student taught me Polish for 30 minutes. We divided the hour. No money was lost, no time was lost, everybody was happy. Number 2, don't make the mistakes that I did early on in my 20s. No chewing gum and popping bubbles while talking to anyone. It's just frowned upon here. And definitely keep your hands out of your pockets when you're talking to somebody. These are culture rules that I have yet to see change very much here in Poland. Just don't go there. Number 3, stay away from politics. Really. Do not go there. I don't care how hard your Polish friend asks you to discuss your views on Polish politics. Like, hey Russell, who are you for? Andrzej Duda or Rafał Trzaskowski? It's so easy to step in it there. I can honestly tell you that in 15 straight years of living in Poland, I have never ever done a lesson on politics. And I always change the subject when the issue arises. The fact is, the political atmosphere is quite tense in Poland presently. It's really a lot like the Republican-Democrat divide we have in the USA. It's simply a very risky move. Do be careful.
It's not going to be a problem for me because political debates, arguments, I don't love it. I find it really, like, to my knowledge, it really is meaningless. Everyone is going to have a preference for whatever reason. And those kind of debates, it never really ends. It's just an ongoing thing. Never really ends. So this is a topic that I don't really indulge in at all. Doesn't matter if it's like, doesn't matter the country. Doesn't matter. It's just I just don't like politics in general.
Number 4, if you're a dude, get a wallet with a coin pouch. Unless you're planning to pay for everything by credit card or phone application, you will need cash, and you will inevitably be asked to help the cashier out very often by producing change. If you are a cash and coin person like me, this will make your life a lot easier. If you can't find a wallet with a pouch in the States, no worries, you can pick one up, a good one, right here in Poland. Most of them have it when you arrive. Number 5, never under any circumstance try to ride public transportation without a ticket. I have to warn you about inspectors that Poles refer to as kanary. These guys intentionally dress, how can I say it? They dress down, way down, to look like people you would never imagine work for the authorities. And they are good at catching people. For instance, the tram is moving along, they quickly stand up from their seats, they whip out their ID badges, and they go right up to you with their palms out. A British friend of mine was caught last winter, and after a near fist fight with the inspector, he was physically helped off the tram. The police were called and he had to pay a really hefty fine. There are so many convenient ways how to get a ticket. It's easy. The tickets are relatively cheap. You can buy tickets in kiosks everywhere and numerous small shops throughout the city, or you can use a variety of phone apps like MPay. I'll put a link in the description about MPay. Number 6.
But what is the price for not having a ticket on the bus? He never stated that. He said the guy got a fine for the altercation with the official, but he never said what's the penalty. Is there a fine? What is it? Is there a fine, a ban, or something of that nature? Hit me up in the comments.
If you're coming to Poland from the USA, you can rent a car and you can drive that car on your American driver's license legally, as long as you also have an international driver's license. Okay. You cannot drive without the international license. The easiest way to get such a license is from AAA, and I think they cost between 20 to 30 bucks. I had to learn that lesson the hard way and the expensive way. You can find out more information on the Kraków Consulate website or the Warsaw Embassy website. I will put information in my description about that so you can click on it.
That's nice.
Number 7, and while driving, beware, beware, beware of pedestrians on pedestrian crossings. Slow down and look 3 times. Over my years here, I've witnessed the law get tougher and tougher on drivers who don't stop for pedestrians. The moment you see a pedestrian even getting close to that crossing, you must slow down and stop. And you have to wait until the pedestrian fully clears the crosswalk before proceeding. The police here do not mess around. I've seen them set up kind of a sting operation to catch drivers, and the fines are steep. Practically every Polish city is a walking city, and with 3 kids of my own, I couldn't be more in favor of this law. Please do be careful. Number 8, this one might sound a little funny, but I've got to admit it. I did not know, I was not aware that Russia physically borders Poland on my first trip over here. There's a little piece of land sitting right above the northeastern part of Poland called Kaliningrad. I guess I missed that detail in my world history classes in school. Oh, how my Polish friends were disappointed in my American ignorance. I would also recommend knowing the other bordering countries around Poland, and there are 7 of them in total: Germany, Czechia or Czech Republic, Slovakia, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, and of course, Russia. Number 9, while we're on geography, one of the fastest ways to rub a Pole the wrong way is to tell them that their country lies in Eastern Europe. I did that early on and I got the chilly death stare. While they were in fact on the eastern side of the Iron Curtain during communism, Poland is very much a country in Central Europe. Say Central Europe, please.
All right.
Number 10, do not ever say that Poland was part of the USSR. Never. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people from all over the world kind of assume that Poland was a Russian territory following World War II. It wasn't. Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Ukraine, Belarus, yes. Poland was not. They were heavily influenced by Russia. Russia was doing their thing here, but they were never part of the USSR. Don't do it.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Some good information right there. And I guess he did that video because he learned some harsh lessons, some expensive lessons with I think the driver's license, and you learn some things not to say, conversations not to engage in, and also the right things to say. All those things that he mentioned are fair enough. Nothing that's out of the way as yet. This is the first 10. So there's a part 2, which I didn't know, which I'm gonna do later on. But everything he mentioned is okay. There's nothing that I find really strange per se. Yeah, but I want to know, what is the fine, or is there a fine for not having a ticket on a bus, on a public transportation in Poland? He never mentioned that, so I would like to know, and how expensive it is. So you don't want to be making expensive mistakes in a country that you're not from. You know what I mean? You're a visitor, so you just don't want to be caught up in those kind of hefty fines. So I've learned 10. I got 10 more to check out. What do you guys think about the list so far? Do you think it's accurate, a little exaggerated? Give me some information in the comments. Yeah, If you want to see that long term outro that I do, hit me over on Dyce Reacts where I do music reactions. This is where I'm going to be making my exit until next time. Peace out.